What's going on, everyone? It's Jeremy with JMed's Brick Clicks. Today, I finally built a square hay baler for my Lego farm. Yeah, I've had my farm for a few years now. We're going on 4, and built a round baler a few years ago. Finally got around to building a square baler. I don't know why it took so long, but we're going to take a look at it. So maybe if you want to use this as a guide, I'm not saying copy this because it's the best thing, but if you need something for some guidance, maybe that might be able to help you. So, tractor, I built the tractor. It's my own little custom design tractor. There's another video on that if you check out the Lego farm playlist that I got with all different custom builds. So we're not going to really focus on that. But the baler itself, a cool little thing on the back. So we're just using these little bricks with the grills on them just to represent some hay. So that's why those are back there. So we've got this. We use a little flag piece here. And we can just always pop that up just for storage. But yeah, just to pop them off like that, just for that extra little effect. I'm going to take this off so you can see it better. And you'll notice, yeah, it doesn't just fall down. I actually got it semi-balanced. So it's pretty stable. Most of the stability comes from the intake here, the feeder house part. And yeah, when it rolls, that's all on there. So I'm going to take these bales off so you can see in there. Looks like we got a couple pieces we just need to scrunch a little more. There we go. So it goes in there, goes down, compacts, and then comes out the back side, right? Alright, the little thing on the top, yeah, in real life, not all hay balers, it just depends on the brand. They've got the little arm, well, I call it a compression arm. I don't know what the actual call, or what it's called, but it's just pushing the hay and compacting it together. And it just goes up and down, so I've just got it like that. So that's what that little thing is. Nothing in there, it's just empty. I left the little flywheel there for the PTO in the event, because I do have a PTO right there that if I wanted to attach something to that, I could. Maybe like one of those antenna pieces, maybe, if I'm just going to leave it for display. And I'll show you that in a little bit. I'll just show you now. So there's what we got. Now the thing is, yeah, that's how it's going to end up being, where it's not really connected. But if we're just straight on, just for the effect, yeah, it looks good. I tried it the other way, and this antenna piece, pop that out, it's just like one stud too long. To try it like this, you'll see, yeah, it's just short, because I still have to add this little piece basically into this. Oh, we got an explosion. So I have to do that. Pop this on, and you'll see here that we run into that problem. So that's why I just did it the other way. So just in case you're curious. All right, take this off. Ooh, that's going to be a challenge to get off. Well, this video's going great. Oh my gosh, I dropped it and the whole thing. Oh, it's just one of those days. All right, let's see the bottom of it. One bad thing, weak point, is the wheels, where, yeah, there's not a lot of stability. I thought about adding a little bit more just to cover them over for stability reasons, but this side I don't want to, because when I start adding weight to the back, then it starts to tip. So we're kind of stuck on that. Now this can go up and down. You can see that. I did that just to be able to travel with it up, and then when you're in the field, having it down. So there's that. Then the back, one little last thing. Yeah, I got a bunch of these doors from like the 80s, when Lego cars actually had doors, which it's weird that they did in the 80s and they don't in the 2020s. If you're like me, you probably have dozens of these brickhead eyes. So I'm just trying to get rid of them and use them in something. So that's what those are there for, just for like an access panel. In case you're curious how far back that goes, yeah, it's just too tall to be able to fit that. But when you just sit them on there, to me it honestly does look good. But what do you think? All right, I think that's it for today. Let's put it in the farm and see what it looks like, just for fun. Now, if you're like me, I live in the state of Missouri, and our farm fields for hay are anything but flat. Anything that's totally flat, well, that's all cropland, because there's not a lot of it here in southeast Missouri and the Ozarks. So that's what we're going to go with the farm. But as you can see, we got the baler in there. We'll come around so you can see the back of it. I think it looks pretty good compared to the barn. I think it, from a size standpoint, especially for this tractor, I do think it looks pretty good. Now, square baler, we throw that up there. I think that compares well too. From a all three size comparison, I think all of them go pretty well. Oh yeah, just in case you missed the last video, I have PDF instructions for the round baler, in case you're curious. I don't think there's a bale in there in the back. Nope. So we need to throw one in there just so we've got one. It didn't want to, every time I go close, it wants to focus on the tree rather than that. Anyway, back to the square baler. Here's what we got. I think it's a nice addition to the farm. I might start making a few more red tractors in the future. Got a ton of green ones. Yeah, especially up there. But we also got several orange ones, and we do have some red ones, but we'll get some more custom red ones. So, I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.